Tardis Doctor Who Minecraft video. Here I have been building the Tardis from the new series of Doctor Who. I have built a full working console, as you can see here. If I approach the console itself, as you can see, it does display signs of power on and off. It is a full working TARDIS display. The lights, it lights up if it's going to. There we go. It lights up with the lights in the middle of the TARDIS console, as you can see there. As well as there are a few lights on the other side. Also signposted power on and off, as you can see. Does exactly the same on this side. As well as you can change the colour of the lights in the middle of the console to orange, which is also I've signposted orange lights, so I know that I can change the colour. Including the bells on the lights there do ring to obviously tell me that I have changed the lights orange. And if I go back round to the other side, I've done the same again, signposted it orange lights so I know what switches do what. And this side will also turn orange. And the same again, the bells will obviously chime to let me know that I've done exactly the same on this side. As you know, in the new series of Doctor Who, the design of the TARDIS in the middle of it is all orange. Hence why I have added the orange feature of glass blocks to give it that impression of the orangeness that you see in the new series of Doctor Who. This is basically a whole complete design of the new TARDIS feature from the new series of Doctor Who. Obviously there aren't actually any stairs in the TARDIS console. This is just something that I thought that I kind of felt I needed to add, because it felt like there was something missing from the TARDIS console itself. So I added the stairs that just goes up onto basically an adjacent corridor, just goes in a complete circle right around the entire console itself. That ladder happens to go up to somewhere else, but I'll probably get to that later on in the video, as I was showing you the adjacent corridor that just goes around the actual console room, as you can see, obviously back to the set of stairwell. And obviously around to this side we also have that it goes into a complete circle, and that's the ladder that I was telling you about a while ago that goes up somewhere else. So I decided to knock a hole through here so it goes right round the actual console room, just to add that little confusion. If you ever get yourself lost on here, it's not that hard. Well, actually, guys, I'm going to be honest, I have actually got myself lost on my own TARDIS. I've been getting myself lost quite a few times on here. So, I've had to obviously write a list down of which order to show you guys the rooms in as well, just so I don't get lost in this video. What I'm going to do now is obviously turn the orange lights off, and they should go back to white, as you see, and back round to the other side, do the same again. and obviously to power down the TARDIS, where you go there where it says power on and off, switch the switches off. Once again the bells chime to let you know you've switched off the power. Thought it would be kind of like an extra little feature to add to the console, just so it lets you know that you've turned the TARDIS off, the console itself I mean. Thought that was a nice little feature that I decided to add into it. Right, moving on, as you can see it is a working console. Moving on to the next part of this video. You can teleport yourself to any of the rooms throughout the entire TARDIS, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. As I'm going to find which button and teleport you to the... there we go, that's the button I'm looking for. You can press this button here and it will teleport you straight to the library. As you can see here, it teleports you into a little separate room in the library, which I've added at the back of the library, that is, and you can teleport yourself to go back to the console room. Obviously you have to press the button to teleport yourself back, but before we teleport ourselves back, I'm going to give you people a quick tour of the library. As you can see, this is like obviously the back end of where the library is. And from the other side, which I'm going to show you, obviously, you have the other side of the library that's in the TARDIS. Let's close them up and teleport ourselves back to the console room. And if by magic you've just teleported yourself back to the console room. So next we have the art gallery. And if I can find that, that would be this button right here, which says press to teleport to the art gallery. You come up to the console. Press the button and here we have the art gallery. Basically, as soon as you press that button, it will teleport you straight to that room where you want to go to, and like it teleports you straight next to the button that teleports you back to the console room as well, which is also quite handy. As the TARDIS has its own art gallery, I included an entire room of the actual art gallery, which I'm just showing you guys here. Even added the artistic effect of statue figures wearing armour. Right, onwards with the TARDIS tour. Back to the console room. Straight in front of the stairs, that's not actually in the TARDIS. My little own feature, as I mentioned. Teleports you basically back into the console room in front of the button where you've just come from. So next we have the wardrobe. So I'm just looking at a list that I've wrote out next to me so I know which order to actually do this in. So Nope. Nope. That's no, that's not it. See, I do kind of have trouble finding where I've even placed half of these buttons that teleport you to these rooms. For some unknown reason I can't seem to find the button for the wardrobe. That's unusual. Zero gravity room? Obviously over here you can exit the TARDIS. You can come and go and leave the TARDIS and enter the TARDIS if you wish. So I'll include that. Nope. Ah, here we are. Do apologise for that smaller inconvenience of the wardrobe. So, here we have the teleports you straight into the bottom of the wardrobe where the Doctor likes to keep all these change of clothes that he wears throughout the series of Doctor Who. And this is basically going to be my own version of the Doctor's wardrobe in his TARDIS. I mean, I've not actually, you can't exactly add in like the whole railings of clothes because it is Minecraft after all. But you get the general idea, the Doctor's wardrobe, of what it's meant to look like on Minecraft. He does have a set of stairs in the middle of it that do go up to another level, but while I was building this I kind of wanted to make sure I had enough space to build the next floor up or next floor down. As it took me about 2 or 3, 4 weeks to actually construct this entire TARDIS. So as you know, you just head back down to where you teleported from and head back to the console room. And once again it will teleport you straight back in front of the button where you've just come from. And next on the list we have the observatory room, which is this button here, right next to the button that says Art Gallery, the observatory. So you press that and instantly teleports you straight to the observatory room, which is the Doctor's room where he has a giant telescope which allows him to look through the stars or whatever the Doctor wishes that he does, really. This is like my version of the observatory room of what I thought it may possibly look like in the TARDIS. Obviously this is the entrance to it, but I'm going to show you what it looks like from the doorway. Obviously in the middle you can see that I've obviously attempted to build like a telescope and used other blocks. You sort of get the idea of what it's meant to look like. So obviously going to head back to the console room again, and yeah, I have added a bell at every teleport button which teleports you back to the console room, because then it chimes to let you know that you've teleported back to the console room. Okay, next we have the cloister room. Now I'm not too sure about the cloister room because I don't even know what the cloister room's for. All I know it's one of the rooms that you see in one of the old series of Doctor Who, which we have the teleport button here, which will teleport you straight to the cloister room. Which is basically, to me, the picture that I saw of the cloister room, it basically looks like an old sort of old retro kind of church thing where it has like a massive ball of fire in the middle of it, which possibly, I think it may possibly be the top of the Eye of Harmony ball. So how I've reconstructed that is obviously lava blocks and orange glass on top of it to obviously give it that sort of effect of that you can see the top of the Eye of Harmony. So it's basically a retro old style building, sort of Roman type old. I was going to say retro church like, but not. This is why I'm not so sure about the cloister room, what it's used for. So I'm a very little fan of Doctor Who. I like watching the series, and as you can see there, I teleported back to the console room. I mean, as I've just said, I am a little fan of Doctor Who. All I know is the general basics for console room. I mean, I'm going by a list of the rooms that I went online and looked up to actually get the idea from this website, which I found. Onwards with the tour, I say. Next we have to go and visit the Eye of Harmony room. Which is this button here, which will teleport you straight there. In the front of some doors. As you can see in the doorway there is a button that will teleport you back to the console room. So, in one of the episodes of Doctor Who, the characters are running through where it looks like the Eye of Harmony room, which is a giant ball of fire, which allows the Tardis to travel through time and space. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but this is like my version of that Eye of Harmony, which this is supposed to be the ginormous ball of fire, which obviously allows that TARDIS to travel through space and time. And just in the series, as you see the characters, where they have to run along that bridge or walkway, I've even added in that here, as you can see. And obviously we have the button that teleports you straight back to the console room. And next we have the swimming pool on the list, which I think is this side, straight there, look at that. Found it straight away. So once again you press the button and it will teleport you straight to the swimming pool. Just like that, really. And this is the view of the swimming pool which the TARDIS has, where the Doctor likes to swim around the pool and do a few lengths around the pool. I mean, I've not exactly made the actual swimming pool in Minecraft really deep because it's not really much point. It's just for show for in this video. But, you know, you get the idea of the TARDIS that has a swimming pool. Even a couple of diving boards on the left and right side, as you can see. And obviously I've added the teleportation button, where you can teleport back to the console room. Just like so. So next we have the engine room. I mean, the engine room is obviously another room which powers the TARDIS, and I don't know, just think, yeah, this is the engine room anyway. Well, part of the engine room, and this is actually a small room which I built, like a little teleportation room where you can walk in. Obviously in the centre is the TARDIS engine room, which obviously powers the TARDIS itself, and I've kind of given it that sort of effect as if the engine is smoking, like powered or something as well. So that's the engine room. And just close that, and we'll teleport ourselves back to the console room once again. Okay, next on the list we have the zero gravity room. And the zero gravity room is one of the other rooms that's also seen in one of the older series of the Doctor Who. Basically it's a room with no gravity in it. I mean, this is going to be like my version of it, which I'm going to teleport to. I mean, I actually don't know what the zero gravity room really looks like, because there weren't really much pictures to go by on the website that I was going by. So this is basically my version of the zero gravity room. As soon as you enter the zero gravity room, you become lighter, and you can just float around the room. And obviously in the middle, I've added a bit of a detail, just some lights that switch on and off. As you can see, obviously the button again that teleports you straight back to the console room. Next we have on the list of the tour of the TARDIS is the companion room. Now, the companion room, I'm not entirely sure what the companion room is all about. I think it's like the room where the Doctor obviously keeps stuff to have memories of. I mean, in one of the episodes in Doctor Who, he has like the crib that he laid in when he was a baby. And this is just like my own version of it, of the companion room, where you obviously walk in through the door here, and you got shelves as you walk into the room, and obviously there'll be like mantelpieces or ornaments precious to the Doctor that you can walk into the companion room and reflect on some of his things that he's done while travelling through time and space. Once again, teleport back to the console room. Next we have on my list of the 4 bedrooms, which is this button here. Okay, yeah. Just as I thought, it's teleported me straight into one of the 4 bedrooms. In the TARDIS, there are at least a maximum of 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms in the TARDIS, which I'm going to show you right now. Obviously this is the main entrance to the 4 bedrooms, and I'll just go this way around so it's easier. I have like this main bedroom here, and another bedroom, and do that. I keep forgetting that I'm actually doing this in creative mode. I'm so used to playing survival. So once again, once you're finished in either the 4 bedrooms, doing whatever you do, you can teleport yourself straight back to the console room. Like so. And last but not least, I've saved the last till favourite because it's one of my favourite rooms that I like, and I'm going to be honest, I love in the TARDIS. And that room that I like has to be the artificial reconfiguration system. Now, to get to that, I'm going to have to obviously find that one. Yep, that's that one. Nope. Ah, there it is. The artificial reconfiguration system. Okay, the reason why I say that I like and I love this room is because it's the room that creates every room in the TARDIS. The TARDIS has its capability to create and build rooms specifically for the Doctor's needs. Now, in real life, I would love to actually have something like that. But unfortunately, in real life, we don't have that sort of technology, where something can be built by an artificial intelligence. Hopefully one day in the future, someone may come up with it. However, this is actually a reconstruction of that room, where the Doctor enters the room and it has all like little glowing light bulbs of the Gallifreyan symbols all over the glowing bulbs as well. This is just my reconstruction of that room. Right, let's teleport back to the console room. And I'm having trouble teleporting back to the console room. There we go. Right, what I'm going to do from here, I shall obviously be doing another part to this video, which will be included in this video as well. But in the next part of the video, I'm going to, instead of teleporting to each room, I'm going to be doing a walk around the entire TARDIS instead of teleporting, because then it also gives you people some more content to watch and hopefully enjoy it. So I'll see you guys in this next part of this video. Hello and welcome to the next part of the TARDIS tour. Instead of teleporting myself around the TARDIS, what I'm going to be doing is giving you a full tour of the TARDIS by doing a walkthrough throughout the entire TARDIS. And as you can see, the main TARDIS console room itself, which I've based it on the new series of the Doctor Who Tardis. It is a full working TARDIS. As you saw at the beginning of the video, the levers and switches and buttons do stuff, and the bells are just added to obviously give you the sound effect when you teleport to each room. And obviously the bells are to indicate that you can change the lights orange, and obviously they're to indicate that you have power on coming through the console. In the new series of the Doctor Who TARDIS, there aren't actually any stairs. I did mention this in the beginning of the video. This was just something that I thought I would add of my own little feature, where the stairs lead up to a corridor that goes in a complete circle around the entire console room. But anyway, we're going to start off with the tour, and in the new TARDIS design you can see which is a doorway that leads into either the rooms of the TARDIS. As you can see, we're going to start off with the tour now. We're just going to get straight into it now. As you can see, we're just going to go through the first corridor, leading straight down to a set of stairs. And the corridors do go in a major circle. And when I say a major circle, it goes into a complete square. So as I've basically done like a squarish corridor. Because I tried to actually get the exact replica of the TARDIS corridors, but it was really difficult to actually do, as Minecraft is a blocky sort of block game. And as you are all aware, the TARDIS does have a library in it, as you saw at the beginning of the video. Obviously the entrance to the library just gives you an option of each end of the library. So that's basically the library. It is signposted library as well. Moving on to the second level down, I have built multiple corridors in this TARDIS as well. Moving down to the second level, which we are approaching the level which is color coded. The corridor itself is color coded white, as it's the art gallery level. In which here we have the art gallery with two lanterns outside hanging above the door. And once again, I am going to show you the inside of the art gallery. Gives you the general idea that you can walk around the art gallery if you wish to. And obviously you can teleport yourself from the console room into the art gallery as well. So another quicker way to actually get from point A to point B. Swiftly moving on, the next level of the TARDIS. As I've mentioned, the corridors, some of them are colour coded. Now we are coming up to the Doctor's wardrobe. As you can see, I have colour coded the corridor here to a brown level. A brown level? I meant a brown colour corridor. Obviously, the wardrobe is where the Doctor keeps all his clothes hanging up for whatever occasion or adventure that the Doctor may go on while travelling through time and space. and this just gives you the general idea of the size of the wardrobe and what it may possibly look like. However, the wardrobe itself does have a few levels in it. Like the ground level, there is supposed to be a set of stairs that do take it up into like a third level. However, since this is only Minecraft, I was trying to limit myself on space on building the rooms inside the Tardis. So that's the Doctor's wardrobe. Moving on to another set of corridors. Just before we go down to the next corridor, I want to show you people a different set of corridors, which in one of the episodes of Doctor Who, the Doctor's companion Clara, she's seen wandering through a particular corridor, which is grey and with like gold panels up around the corridor. So this generally gives you the idea of that specific corridor. As I said, it is Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft is a block game. I mean, I'm not exactly going to get everything spot on because it is Minecraft. But this just gives you an idea. I have attempted to build the corridors in the TARDIS. So, moving on to the next level. Straight down the stairs. Bear in mind, I am doing this in creative mode, as I have actually built the TARDIS in creative. So, as you can see, I've colour coded the corridor red to indicate to the observatory room, which is where the Doctor has a ginormous telescope which allows him to look upon the stars while he's travelling through time and space. That there in front is meant to replicate the telescope inside the room, where the Doctor can obviously sit there and gaze upon the stars. So that's the observatory room. And I am going to be doing this on every level to show you people that the corridors do go in this complete circle. As you can see, that's the stairwell at the end there where I came from. Moving on to the next level. Now, the next level is colour coded green, because in one of the episodes of Doctor Who, the TARDIS gets overtaken by an entity or an evil like monster, an enemy of the Doctor, and basically he tries to kill the Doctor and basically use the TARDIS against the Doctor. And in the episode, the corridor happens to have these metal grates up the side of the corridor, where the metal poles shoot through the walls almost instantly, near death for the Doctor to escape. So, next we have the next corridor. See, this time I've actually stuck with the original colour, the grey colour for the corridors, as I got a bit bored colour coding the corridors. So I thought I might just stick to the one colour, as it's so straightforward. Now we are at the cloister room. Now the cloister room, I'm not really 100% sure what the cloister room is, or what it is, or what it does. All I know is the cloister room does have a cloister bell in it, as well as in one of the old series of Doctor Who, I think it's either where the Master is like in the cloister room and he's trying to get the Doctor to look into the Eye of Harmony to obviously I don't know, to obviously kill the Doctor or whatever. But this replicates the top part of the Eye of Harmony. All I've done is just basically reconstructed that with using orange glass and magma blocks to obviously give you that sort of look as if it's the top part of the Eye of Harmony. Moving on to the next level from the cloister room. As you can see, I already have the doors here already open. Down to the next level. As you can see, the corridors do go in a full circle. So we are approaching the Eye of Harmony room. Now, a lot of people say on when they build themselves the TARDIS on Minecraft, the Eye of Harmony is supposed to be a ginormous ball of fire, which is basically a star that is like a burning star that allows the TARDIS to travel through time and space. Basically, that burning star is which allows the TARDIS to travel through time and space. Its main power source to time travel through space and time. And as you see in one of the episodes, the Doctor and Clara and that have to obviously go across the bridge or walkway to get to the other side to obviously reach to the engine room or where it is they were going to. I've even signposted at the other side the Eye of Harmony room just so I know. So, I think we are reaching down to the engine room now. And I say I think. Nope, possibly not yet. We've reached the swimming pool. One of the rooms where the Doctor can go and swim around the swimming pool, do a few laps around the pool. And in one of the episodes of Doctor Who, you can see where Clara just pokes her head through the doorway where she looks and you can see the Doctor's swimming pool. And at the far end you can see two diving boards, one on the left side and one on the right side, which I've recreated and done. You have one like diving board there and on that side as well as the teleport button that teleports you straight back to the console room. I mean, obviously that's not in the episode of Doctor Who, but these are just the features that I've added. So this just generally again gives you the idea of the size of the swimming pool, what it may possibly look like. So now, I think we are on to the last level. Which is the engine room. And in one of the episodes where the engine room, nobody actually knows what the TARDIS engine really looks like, because in the episode the Doctor has to try and fix the engine, but even though the engine is been blown up in so many pieces and particles that he doesn't know how to fix the TARDIS engine. So I've basically thought that doing this as the engine, as I don't really know what the actual TARDIS engine really looks like, nobody knows. But this just generally gives you a basic idea of the main power of the TARDIS. I've even added the extra smoke effect coming from the engine of the TARDIS. instead of going all the way back through every corridor of the TARDIS, I'm going to use the teleport button to teleport back to the console room. Just like so. So that's the left side of the TARDIS and the corridors in every room. Moving on to the right side of the TARDIS, corridors and rooms. As you can see, we have a set of stairs that go up. The corridors here are slightly smaller, as I was running out of space in the TARDIS to build. So as you come up these stairs here, I thought it'd be a nice idea just to add a couple of artwork pictures, so just to look at when you come up the stairs here, to go through the door, which then goes on to the white corridor where the zero gravity room is. As well, there are two entrances up from the console room that lead straight up to the zero gravity room. Both these ladders do take you straight down to the console room. And obviously we have the zero gravity room. I thought it would be a nice kind of feature to add like a small little console. I mean, all this does is just turns the lights on and off. So just thought I'd give it a nice little feature to saying, obviously when the Doctor goes into the zero gravity room, you can turn off gravity and you can be light as a feather and float around the entire room. Basically, I feel what it would be like to float around in space. Moving on with the tour, we have the next level up. As you can see, the corridors are slightly different here. Which is the companion room. Now, the companion room is obviously where the Doctor keeps all his memorabilia and where he can look back and reflect on some of the stuff that he's collected over the years while travelling through time and space. Even in one of the episodes where he goes in the companion room and he happens to obviously walk over to the cot that he slept in when he was a baby, including when Clara goes into the companion room, she picks up a model of the TARDIS which was made by another companion that he had. That gives you the general idea of the companion room. Moving on to another level up. Now, here we have a maximum of 4 bedrooms in the TARDIS, depending on how many companions the Doctor has to take on and to take any companion travelling through time and space. Those companions can either sleep and stay in the TARDIS, just basically staying in one of the 4 bedrooms. There is a maximum of 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms in the actual TARDIS. That gives you an idea of 4 bedrooms, what they may possibly look like. I mean, then again, nobody actually knows what the 4 bedrooms really look like. So I'm just going off by what I can think what the 4 bedrooms may look like. So moving on. Another level up. The last and final level which is the Artificial Reconfiguration System room. Now this is one of my favourite rooms, which is basically a room that reconstructs a TARDIS room for any needs for the Doctor. In the episode, he obviously goes up to pick up one of the glowing balls of light, and they have the Gallifrey symbols on them. Basically, it's an artificial intelligence room that builds rooms for the Doctor's needs in the TARDIS. So if the Doctor needs a simple room created, he can just get his TARDIS to create that room for him. This just generally gives you the idea of that room. And as you can see, I have added the teleport button that teleports you straight back to the console room, which we're just going to go ahead and press and do. And that instantly teleports you straight back to the console room. So that concludes my TARDIS tour. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and comment below. The link will be in the description box below. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video.